the beginning of me finally listening to and allowing a particular dream to manifest. As it's been bugging me, it's been pestering me, it's been following me, it's been hounding me for the last 8 or so years. I have been bouncing back and forth with this idea since 2017, and I think the delay has been due to the fact that I was scared of what people would say. Point blank and period. I was scared that, not scared, but I was very much mindful of the fact that people are probably gonna look at this and be like, girl, either nobody cares, or girl, why are you telling all your businesses and stuff like that? And realistically, it's not that I'm sitting here, I'm just gonna pour my life out to you. However, this is going to be something that I finally sit and talk about and develop. So excuse me as I make the mistakes I need to make in order to get this to where it's going to end up being. But this has been something, like I said, that's been keeping me up at night. And I once got advice from someone who said, if the dream is pursuing you to the point where it won't let you sleep, then babe, that dream is trying to be manifested. And you should probably listen to it and work it out and just go with it. Just trust God and go with it. So this is me trusting God and going with it because the dream won't leave me alone. So all that to say, welcome to episode 1 of Conversations Through Confessions. Yay! And you're probably like, Shay, I don't know, what the hell does that mean? Well, sis, bro, I'm basically going to sit here in every video and confess, whether it's an experience that I've had, it's an opinion that I have, or something that has happened to me, the way I feel about something. I'm going to confess that on here, and then I'm going to have a conversation about it. Why I feel the way I felt about it, how that particular thing may have impacted me, or how I can see myself moving forward, all that kind of stuff. This is in no way an advice situation. I am not out here just giving advice, and if there comes a point where I feel like I can give advice about a certain thing, then I'll say it is in my opinion, or my advice to you is. But this is literally just me confessing and having the conversation so that I can get it off my chest. So today's topic actually was brought up last night. So I was leaving an event last night, great event with some amazing people, and I was on the phone with my cousin. Don't mind my pillow, it's kind of my crutch right now because I'm a little nervous. But so last night I was having a conversation with my cousin, who at this point, she's one of my best friends. I speak to her every day. We talk about everything and nothing. And somehow we were talking about relationships. And I randomly just said, girl, you know, if I were to look you in your face and say I love you and then hug you, it would disgust me. And she immediately responded, ew, like that would make me cringe. Like I would probably step away from you. And we laughed about it, but then we got serious for a quick second because I realized we laughed it off, but it was coming from a real place. Like that is genuinely what happens. Anytime my cousins and I, because I grew up with them and whatnot, anytime my cousins and I hear I love you from each other, our instinct is like, okay, who died? What do you want? What's wrong? Are you sick? Like, we don't ever just take it, oh my God, she loves me, I love you too. Like, never happens. Never. These are my family members. These are the people I love. Like, these are people that I share DNA with. And it never at any point dawns on us to say, oh, I love you too. No, it's always who died, what's wrong, are you sick, girl, stop playing with me, ha ha ha. It's never taken with any real depth, right? And we got into that conversation, and I was like, what's crazy is we don't know how to show that type of love to each other because that was never how we were shown love by our family. And this is not to talk bad about our family. Our family, we know our family loves us. We know our parents, our grandparents, uncles, aunties, everybody. We know that they love us. But we were never shown the type of love where it was just there was a physical embrace involved, or there was a look in the eye and it was like, daughter, niece, granddaughter, whoever, I love you. There was nothing attached to it. There were no strings. There were no conditions. Just, I love you with a simple embrace or a kiss on the forehead. That is not how we showed love. And when we got into talking about it, I pointed out the fact that even though we didn't get shown love that way, we knew we were loved because there was food in our plates. We had a roof over our head. We had clothes on our backs. We had the toys we wanted. They would come to our athletic events. They would come to our academic events. They would fight for us and fight with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were there. They were physically present. So we knew that they loved us, but I cannot recall a time, except for one particular aunt. And to us, she is weird because she does this. She'll tell us she loves us. She'll try to kiss us and hug us, and we run away from her every single time. And it took me a while to realize why that was the case. And it was simply because that's not how we were used to seeing love. And the fact that she was the only person that was doing it, that was strange. Like, why are you behaving like that? That's not characteristic of our family, right? And it's I think a part of it comes from our culture, but that's a whole nother can of worms that I will probably get into in another video. But as we were having this conversation, my cousin points out the fact where she was like, I mean, but I can say I love you to my boyfriend, and when my boyfriend says I love you back, I believe him, and I say, oh, and it like really touches my heart, and I hug him and we kiss and whatever. And we laughed it off, and I was like, wow, wait, that's actually not funny. That's really, really sad. Because when you think about it, yes, you know your boyfriend, but that's a complete stranger. That person has no real ties to you except for the verbal declaration that they're your boyfriend. Or maybe even the emotional attachment, but they're basically a stranger to you. And the fact that we were so comfortable, because I agreed with her. I could say I love you to a boyfriend any day of the week, any month of the year. And it didn't seem weird to me after a certain point. But if my male cousin would walk in that door right now and I had to say, cousin, I love you, we would both just stare at each other like, are you okay? Like, and I find that to be so, like, that genuinely breaks my heart. And as someone who is actually working on restructuring her heart posture and allowing God to come in and do the work that he needs to do on me, I have had to understand that in order for me to have the love that I would like to bestow on my family, which is a love that I can physically embrace my kids and say, oh my God, mommy loves you, and to like genuinely mean it and have them be comfortable saying that back, I have to be able to say that to the family that I have now. I have to be able to do that. And right now, just the thought of it still makes me cringe a little bit, but I know I can do it. I think the biggest part of me cringing is knowing that their reaction to it is not going to be of reciprocity. It'll be of retraction. Like, sis, you're doing too much. Like, relax. Like, what do you want? Is there, you know what I'm saying? So I have made it my mission to not just verbally, or not just physically, but to verbally affirm my family members, starting with my cousins that I speak to on a regular basis, that I love them. Because it is true. I genuinely love these human beings. And before, when I would tell somebody I love them, I realized that I was telling them I love them. I thought I loved them because my mindset was just like, I obviously love them because if they were to die today, I would be sad. Not that they're alive and well and they're doing great and they're a great human being and that's why I love them. No, I measured my love for people based on how sad I would be if they were to die. And it didn't hit me until recently. And I was like, Shay, if that's the way you measure your love, then you must really love the characters in those movies and those shows you watch. Because sometimes you might either laugh or you just break down, boo-hoo, crying, bawling your eyes out with these people dying on TV, knowing that they didn't actually die in real life. But in your personal life, people that are calling you their friend, people that are your family, you're saying, oh, well, I must love you because if you died tomorrow, I'd be sad. No, you should love these people for who they are. The fact that they're alive, the fact that they are related to you, the fact that they were there for you, they were impactful in your life because God put them there. Like, for whatever reason, he put them there. So if God loved you enough to put these people there, why you can't just love them back? Regardless of their flaws and what you think maybe their inadequacies and all that, why can't you just love them back and tell them? So I am actively working on being able to not just show them I love them by getting them things and doing things for them that people who love them would do, but to make sure that they can hear it. And they hear it from a genuine place, so that when it's just thrown around on the street, they either dismiss it or it holds more weight than hearing it from a family member. Because I don't think that we should feel more loved in our romantic relationships than we do from our biological families if they are still in our lives and they're not completely toxic to us. I don't think that the first place I should hear I love you, or the best place or the most genuine place I should hear I love you, should be from my romantic partner. I just don't. People might disagree with me. That's just my take on it. So I'm going to make sure that I, within myself, remember to tell my people I love them so that they can hear it from me, so that they can hear and have the actions to back up what they hear. And I know that has to start with me, and it has. I have been doing that with myself. I get into moods where I just hug myself and I'm like, baby girl, I love you. Like, I love everything about you. I love your little squirrely nose and your nice big old forehead. I love you for your kind heart and your gentle spirit. I love you for your willingness to make someone feel included when it looks like they're in this world on their own. I just love you. I love you for the way God made you. I love you. So now that I know that I can do that with myself and I can believe it, I'm going to actively work on making sure that those around me hear it, feel it, and believe it. That's our time for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, for watching. If you have any opinions on this, if this relates to you in any way, please do not hesitate to drop a comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I want to hear some takes on this. I want to know if any of you feel the same way, or if you've seen it, if you have any experience with this at all. But until next time, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys.